in a bar, wasn't it?
It wasn't in a bar.
This is Frank Bonneville, live from Ecuador.
I think we're so much better off here in New York than Ecuador. We've got wine, snacks, not being shot at.
So, how did you guys meet?
In a bar, wasn't it?
It wasn't in a bar.
Yeah, it was. It was in a restaurant in the end. It was over
but
the phone.
we planned to meet. It wasn't like... Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Hi.
Got
Do
any
you
scripts?
want to be in a film? I wanted Eric to do it, and he insisted on meeting me first. And I thought, what is this, a test? What's this? And then we had dinner. We didn't even talk about the film. And then I didn't know, and I said, does he want to do it or not? And they went, oh yeah. I just think he wanted a free meal. That's what I'm thinking.
I was in London, I had no one to eat with.
Yeah, exactly, a free meal. No, and we got on straight away. He showed me his muscles he'd been working out. He likes to do. No, we just got on. And he was perfect for the film. I knew he would be.
Why did you want to meet him first? Were you afraid of him?
He's joking. No, I've been a huge fan of Ricky forever, so I was going to do the film even if the script was terrible, to be honest. And then I met him and we had a great time, and then it was an immediate yes for me.
So did you see the French original first and then decide to remake the movie?
And I like the central relationship, that central idea. I've changed everything else, but that idea of two idiots thrown together and faking a war. Well, not faking a war, but faking being there. I loved working on it. I loved building up the characters. The characters are still the most important thing, even though it's a movie. But with a movie, there's got to be a lot more plot. There's a lot more plot and twists and turns. It's probably the most complicated, ambitious thing I've ever done, really. It felt like, I went to big school. It was a grown-up movie, And I've done movies before, but this felt more ambitious, I think. Even though it's still what I know, as I say, it's still about people. A superhero film, I'd be panicked, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Special effects, night shoots.
Long days.
Forget it.
Overtime.
Forget it.
Producers.
No. I know what, no. Just, I'll do my own thing.
So how did the movie end up at Netflix then?
Well, it was going to be, even before it was made, I'd sent the script out and it got a great reaction, probably one of the best reactions I've ever had. And there was a bit of a bidding war, and we went with the studio. But then Netflix came in and said, we'll take it, we'll buy it out. This is what we want to do in the future. So it was perfect for me because, I insist on getting final edit. And to get that, you usually have to do smaller movies or fringe channels on TV. But then Netflix come along and they say, we don't interfere either, and people will watch it. They've got 75 million subscribers. So I think it's going to see a return of the auteur. We don't have to make films for lowest common denominator films that do well in the cinema the first weekend. We can make proper grown-up movies that people will watch.
Filmmakers always say it's so nice to work with Netflix because you get total control.
Yeah.
Did you have total control?
Of course, yeah. And
Not of his cast, just of the movie.
Yeah, they would turn up late, and it was great. We did nice hours, didn't we?
We did. And it's nice for the actors as well, because when you sign on to a project like this because of who's writing and directing, you want to feel like you're on a film that is theirs and not being manipulated by someone else. And I don't think we ever had anyone come to the set. I mean, Ricky was in charge every day. So from an actor's point of view, it's really nice as well.
And I try and make it an actor's medium. The movie. I know what I want. I've lived with the script for years, I know exactly what I want. I shoot with 2 cameras. We have lots of fun, but all the time we're on there, we're acting, we're filming. We're not sitting in a Winnebago waiting for lighting, do you know? And so it's great, as far as that's concerned. But it's got to be fun. You know, it's a comedy movie, and you've done all the planning, you've done all the serious bit before you get there, and the day is always fun.
So what is more fun, doing a movie or doing a TV show?
Well, they're both fun, and they've both got their merits. But if you get final edit, there was good. I mean, I think what ruins it for some people with movies is everything else, getting the financing, being interfered with, all those things ruin it. But I think they're different branches of the same tree. It's all about telling a story. It's all, you know, about character and having an emotional journey. I suppose a film's still got that excitement. You can say I'm a movie director, but you know, I think there are great TV shows, and recently, you know, I think TV has been beating movies because movies are real. They're homogenised. They're lowest common denominator. They're all superhero movies now. So the real films have been sort of Sundance and Tribeca, and now Netflix. You know, so you know, it's. I think it's really important that they're doing this.
Is there a TV show right now you guys are binge watching, maybe?
Scandinavia is doing it for me at the moment. Things like The Bridge and The Killing. I just saw a thing called Occupied, a Yo Nesbo thing. So yeah, I love Bloodline.
Yeah, we both love Bloodline.
Bloodline.
Making a Murderer, we both loved as well.
Incredible. Documentary. I mean, documentary is still the greatest experience. The realism, you know, I do that in fiction. I try and make fiction as real as possible because I think it resonates more. So when something is real, it's, you know, it's remarkable, something like that.
Let's go.
We're not going.
We're going.
We're not going.
You're a journalist at a local radio station.
It'd be something big in entertainment by now.
I'm chief sound engineer.
Ugh, you two make a good team.
You need to grow a pair
Of breasts.
balls.
Oh, sorry. It's because you said pair. Because I say pair of breasts, but I don't say pair of balls. I just say balls.